Today I want to talk about something really important, especially for us, the people who are getting older, but it's also good for our children. I don't have children, but for children to know, grandchildren to know, and it's good for you to know for your mom and grandchildren. And that's how criminals actually choose the homes that they burglarize and that they target. And of course, I have this written down, so I have to look at it. So let's just get to that. Because the truth is, most of the time, they are not picking houses randomly, guys. They're looking for certain signs that a home might be easier to break into. When I started learning about this, a few feelings and a few things really surprised me. Now I'll say this. If you watched my last video, a couple of these may sound familiar, but they are so important, they really had to make this list. The number one thing they're looking for is your house dark? Is your house light? So they're looking for the darkness. One of the first things criminals notice is a house that is completely dark at night. If no lights are on, it can signal that no one is home. So, whether you're home or you're not home, leave a light on. Something as simple as putting lights on timers can make your home look lived in, even if you're not there. We used to do that. But we're always here. The number two thing, mail or packages sitting outside. Yeah, this is so not good. Mail piling up or packages sitting outside for days can send a signal that nobody has been home. At the end of the video, you're going to be able to download a sheet that I have with all of these things on them so that you can just hand it to your relative or put it near your phone or put it somewhere where you can see it every day. Number two, mail or packages sitting outside. Mail piling up or bags sitting outside can definitely spark a criminal's interest in thinking that you have not been home for a number of days to grab your mail. So if you do go away, have a family member come and pick up your mail, or a neighbor if you trust them, whoever that you trust. Number three, unlocked side or back doors. I did talk about this in my last video because being from the Bronx, I could never leave the door unlocked, ever, ever, ever. But this is what they're looking for. So many people believe that these break-ins happen through the front door, but that actually isn't the most common way. Side doors, back doors, and garage doors are often easier targets because they are less visible for the public. So make sure, whether it's you or a family member, you have them lock their doors, and you lock your doors. Number four, no security cameras. We spoke about this before also. Houses with visible security cameras or alarm systems are much less appealing to criminals. Even small cameras can make someone think twice. So we have our cameras, but we also have signs telling people that we have our cameras. And I keep one of them right near where the mail gets dropped off because, hey, if they want to chance it, go right ahead. But believe me, there's less of an amount of a chance that burglars, all those porch pirates, I can't speak. The porch pirates. Okay. It's not even it's ARG, right? Posting travel plans online. Oh, this is a no-no, guys. This one did not surprise me at all. When people post that they are leaving town for a week Or 2, it can unintentionally tell the world their house may be empty. It's a funny thing because I'm like this, and so is one of my in-laws, and my husband wouldn't be if it was up to him. He'd post it. I'm like, somebody could come in. They know we're not home. He's like, who knows we're not home? They're our friends. I'm like, they're not all our friends. Yeah, you know. So we go back and forth with that because, yes, you have your friends or your business partners on your pages, but you don't know who else is on there, guys. You just don't. So don't post these things. What I do is when I go out with friends, I will post it afterwards. I always post everything afterwards. Number 6 is a neglected yard. Whether that's a backyard or a front yard, doesn't matter. Things like overgrown grass or newspapers sitting outside can make it look like nobody is paying attention to the home. And this is definitely going to spark their interest and curiosity, and your home may be next. Not yours. I'm just saying someone's home with that may be next. Number 7, no activity around the house. Criminals also watch out for houses where there doesn't seem to be much activity. And when I say that, I mean no cars moving, no lights changing, no signs of anyone coming or going. Homes that look lived in are usually skipped over for homes that look quiet and empty. And I do my best to always try and give it why it matters. The truth is, most criminals are not looking for the hardest house to break into. They're looking for the easiest opportunity. Small things like lights, cameras, doors being locked, neighbors watching out for each other, mail being picked up, and keeping your home looking lived in can make a big difference. So, before we finish, I made something for you. It's a simple home safety checklist based on everything that we talked about today. You can print it out and keep it on your refrigerator or give it to your parents or grandparents so they can check their own home. Let's keep everyone safe, okay? The more people who do this, the better, because I'm still thinking about that Nancy Guthrie story that's still going on. Today is March something, maybe 15th, maybe 2026, and this Nancy Guthrie story is going on with this mom who got taken from her bed. So it's worrying me. So I just want to let you know I will get back to the fun chats we were having in the beginning, and we'll be doing those on and off. I just think that this is so important, and since I was doing this channel, I figured I wanted to put it out there to the world. So I'll put the printable checklist in the description below, and I hope this was helpful. Sometimes just being aware of these things criminals look for can help us protect our homes and the people we love, and it really does make a difference. So let's start that. If you think you know someone who needs to know these things because you keep trying to drill it in their heads, share this with them, send them the checklist, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you know anything else that can help, maybe something that you have around your house or something that I didn't mention, because I don't want to give you too many all at once. So I figured 7's good right now. These are definitely the most important, but yours are just as important. So leave them down below and let me know what type of videos you would like to see in the future. I'm also going to be doing videos that aren't just like this. They're not just informative. I like to just chat too, like I did on the first, I don't know, week of videos maybe. So eventually I will talk about my weight loss that I'm slowly going down with on purpose, because a couple of you have asked from my other channel who came to this one. I want to talk about friends and how as I get older and older, I'm becoming more of an introvert. People don't believe that, but I am. I'd like to speak about some new pains every now and then because we do share that. But I also want to talk to you about what I do to make them feel better. Sleeping, that can change. I used to hear that the older you are, the less sleep you need. Bull crap. And then I do also want to speak about more about Social Security after I get my first check and everything like that. And I am going to be adding on to that Social Security series where I'm just reading the book. So if you don't know about it, you can. But I kept that on hold because that was going very slow. So I'd rather talk about these subjects first. I want to talk about compromise in every relationship. Letting things go. Because we're too freaking old, even though we're not too old. You know what I mean? We're too mature, even though we're still kids, to not let things go. Because I'm not going to start talking about it now. Sugar, I spoke about sugar and I spoke about additives already, if you haven't caught that. Diabetes, of course, this goes hand in hand with sugar. But I'd like to get into it a little bit more because my husband has it. Nothing that an expert would get into or anything like that. Just maybe some ways we changed our eating habits. And I did too. Tick-borne diseases. My 3 wonderful tick-borne diseases. One day, I do want to speak about those. Yeah, I always forget what the names are. So somewhere yesterday I wrote it down so that when I do talk about them, I know. I know it's Lyme. I think the other one's babesiosis. And then there's one with an IR. So I have to look, though, for when we get back to that. Also, I have thyroid disease, which until I found the right people to check it, I did not know that. I want to talk to you eventually about my other channel more, where I resell. Because if I can do it, why can't you, right? Growing up in the 60s, I talked a little bit about that, but yeah, we're going to talk more. What's this? Oh, random body hair. Let me know if any of these things are happening to you and what you want to hear about first, because these are going to be more like me chatting. What I learned from my parents and my elders and how long it took me to change it, therapy. And really, I want to do some of these things with you while I'm walking once the spring comes, driving, cooking, working. And those are just some of the many other things are like this, where I just want to get the word out, because maybe if you're someone who's part of the community, you'll pass it on and somebody will be saved because of it. And when I say that, I mean for this particular subject here, you know, maybe you'll help somebody out. So I am so glad I got to spend this time with you again. I can't wait to chat. And I will see you again soon. Subscribe. It'll help me get out there to more people, help more people, and people helping people, women helping women, women helping men. Just get it out there, and I will see you again on the next video. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me on Life in My 60s with Marion.